Mr. President, I will not wish you happy birthday because there is nothing happy about the country. I'm not happy. My fellow citizens are not happy. Nigerians are not happy. When I get old and I have children and grandchildren and they ask me that, how was your 20? How was your 30? I will have nothing to tell them but that we had a terrible president who frustrated our 20 and our 30. If I get old and I will have a flashback to remember how was my 2023, 2024, I will only remember that I had a terrible president who made my life miserable. That is what I will remember about you.
Happy birthday to the most corrupted president on planet, Tinubu.
Let's be real. The government is pushing girls to become Oloshos. The guys to do rituals or yao yao. We have one of the best weather in the world. We have the population, we have the resources, yet we're all forced to run to other countries that do not have the resources or brain power that we have in Nigeria. We contribute to their greatness. We work hard. We build their economies. And yes, they pay us well. A comfortable life and peace of mind.
A few days ago was President Tinubu's birthday. The people were still crying. How can on an empty stomach? Some Nigerians are talking about national protest on empty stomach. How because of hunger, there's nothing working in Nigeria. Hi Banis, please don't skip any part of this video. Be patient enough to watch this video to the end and please kindly drop your opinion about this video.
Today is Mr. President's birthday, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He made us to understand that he is 73 years old today. Of course, we have to believe him. Even if he tells us that he's 25 today, we have to believe him. Nine gain age. Anyway, today we're supposed to wish the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria happy birthday. But personally, I will not do that. Mr. President, I will not wish you happy birthday because there is nothing happy about the country. I'm not happy. My fellow citizens are not happy. Nigerians are not happy. We are not happy with your economic plan, with your economic reform, with your renewed hope, which we are seeing as a renewed shege. Because what you are doing is just that you are just renewing the shege that Buhari left for us. So there's nothing happy. So why would I wish you happy birthday? I'm just here to remind you, Mr. President, as much as everybody will be lying to you today, telling you happy birthday, you have done this, you have done that, you have not done anything for us. You have just successfully frustrated our life. Let me just remind you, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when I get old and I have children and grandchildren and they ask me that, how was your 20? How was your 30? I will have nothing to tell them but that we had a terrible president who frustrated our 20 and our 30. If I get old and I will have a flashback to remember how was my 2023, 2024, I will only remember that I had a terrible president who made my life miserable. That is what I will remember about you. But anyway, you have an opportunity to rewrite that script. You have an opportunity to change that if only you can leave your selfish interests, if only you can leave your personal desire and salvage this country called Nigeria. The country you grab the power, the country you said you grab the power, you run with it, and you are currently running with it. You seek for this position passionately and you got it. Now it is time, please. Your people are dying. For those of you that are afraid to talk, see, enough of those hypocrisy. If you don't talk, there are a lot of things that will kill you there. If hunger doesn't kill you, depression will kill you, insecurity will kill you. There are a lot of things positioned in Nigeria to take your life. I would rather speak. Let them do whatever they want to do. I don't really care at this point. I don't care. So instead I will wish the president happy birthday today, I would rather tell him, sir, you are terrible at your job. You either do two things. You buckle up and do the job right, or you resign. Because that's what people do when they are not able to execute their job properly. If you don't understand the job, you do not have the capacity to do the job. You're not qualified to do it. And for 2 years now, you are still not able to do the job. You either seek for advice or you resign. So, Mr. President, I'm not part of those hypocrites that will come and tell you, oh, happy birthday, happy this. I will not do that because I am not happy. I don't lie. I will not lie to you. I am not happy. Look around you. Insecurity everywhere. Look at Ondo State. Look at Akure. Look at Enugu. Look at Ebonyi. Look at Edo State. Look at Bronu. Send your people to go to the market and price things. Let them compare the price of things in the market before you came into the power. Your son is terrible at being a son of a president. He's there shouting, my father is this, my father this. Your wife, the first lady, I don't even want to go into that. I don't know if it's a family problem or what, but sir, you are terrible at your job. I just have to say this. I'm not here to tell you happy birthday, Mr. President. Ejo, me fe kuro fun yin, e terrible gan, honestly. Anyway, I don't know if there are other people there who are ready to wish you happy birthday, but if you're watching this video and you want to wish the president happy birthday, I'm not part of it.
Happy birthday to the most corrupted president on planet, Tinubu. You understand? As people they suffer for this country, the poor masses they go through a lot. People no fit afford to eat. Price of everything is too expensive. Everything they cost for this country. Road no good, no job. No job, nothing everywhere. Use this scatter. Our president, they busy. They go take photo shoot for him birthday and whatever they do with your sakpolo face. See face when he carry like a sakpolo. The way I hate this man, nobody feel hate like me because why I hate him. Even though you be my dad, you be my father. If you happen to be my father, if you dey suffer people like this, I will hate you. Care for people, not only you. The time when this man contested as the president of Nigeria, I've been the talk am say yes, this man get plan. Those people when they vote for him, they don't know what thing that they do. People go soon suffer.
Mr. President, Your Excellency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I use this moment to tell you that everything is not fine in this Nigeria anymore. Everything is cost. There's cost of living. We are already suffering allegedly.
Shut up! Come on, allegedly. Allegedly. Are we not suffering? We are suffering in this country. We cannot eat. We cannot even do anything. Data got in one. You are not saying allegedly. You think it's funny? It's not funny anymore. What kind of government is this?
I don't think the Nigerian government are terrible. I think they're horrible, wicked, and heartless. To think that some Nigerians are attacking Raya, apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, the copper who came out to cry out of frustration. Ignorance is indeed a disease. Because I can't seem to understand why some people have come to accept that struggling to feed is a normal part of life. I personally jackpot from Nigeria in 2020, and the difference between the standard of living in Nigeria versus where I am cannot even be compared, despite this is a country that doesn't have half the resources that we have in Nigeria. Amongst the numerous things we can talk about, let's talk about minimum wage. The minimum wage here is 13 euros 50 cents, and if you work 8 hours per day for 5 days, you'll be earning around 1,700 euros per month after tax. On such minimum wage, if you have kids, you get some extra benefits from the government, like childcare allowances per child, and you could even apply for some housing benefits that would relieve you of part of your rent. Now, I'm not saying life here is perfect, but the government policies actually put into consideration the actual cost of living. So for anyone who is not lazy and is willing to work, you would at least be able to afford the minimum. At least feeding and a shelter over your head is assured from the minimum wage. Now let's talk about the actual cost of foodstuff compared to the income. How much is full chicken? 4 euros. With another 4 euros, you get enough tomatoes to make a pot of stew. Milk goes for 1 euro 25 cents. Bread, 2 euros. Cooking oil uncle, 4 euro 50 cents. Which means with 15 to 20 euros, you can eat comfortably for 2 days, which is 2 hours of work on minimum wage, meaning you have the rest to save for your rent or other grocery shopping. Now compare that to Nigeria's proposed minimum wage of 70,000 naira. How much is rice? How much is oil? How much is a kilogram of chicken in Nigeria? Maggi, salt, onions. That's already over 5,000 naira gone. 70,000 naira per month for minimum wage equals 3,500 naira per day. So after spending 5,000 naira, which is more than a whole day's work, how do you expect the people to feed? How do you expect them to save for their rents? How do you expect them to pay their children's school fees? How many schools are free? Do we have free education in Nigeria? Over here, education is free. You don't have to pay. Unless you feel like you have the money and you want to put your kids in private school. But the free education in Nigeria, is that not what VDM is still trying to see how we can fix the classrooms? And yet, when people cry and they dare call out the government, some people who come out have been talking rubbish. They have the audacity to threaten them. Instead of us to stand together and see that the government does what they're supposed to be doing. The fact that we cannot come out to cry or express our feelings anymore is a deep problem that needs to be addressed. Let's be real. The government is pushing girls to become Oloshos. The guys to do rituals or yahoo. Because how can someone who is working full-time not be able to afford to feed, pay their rent, or pay their children's school fees? What do you expect such a person to do? And you know what hurts the most? Nigeria has everything needed to be great. We have one of the best weather in the world. We have the population, we have the resources, yet we're all forced to run to other countries that do not have the resources or brain power that we have in Nigeria. We contribute to their greatness. We work hard. We build their economies. And yes, they pay us well. A comfortable life and peace of mind. But I will give up half of what I'm earning here to go back to Nigeria if only Nigeria was safe. But how can I return to a country where my primary concern will be my safety? How can I go back when Every day, my number one prayer is that my family members over there are safe. When life itself is not guaranteed, if anything happens to anybody, what is the guarantee that there will be justice for the person? Enough is enough. We all have to stand up and fight this fight because we elected these people there, and so they are accountable to us. Enough is enough.
So guys, few days ago was President Tinubu's birthday. Nigerians refused to celebrate his birthday. No single Nigerian ever wished him a happy birthday because we are suffering. We are crying. Even on his birthday, people were still crying. How can someone wish you a happy birthday on an empty stomach? Some Nigerians are talking about national protest, but how can we protest on empty stomach? How can you protest without eating? How can you even go out there hungry? Girls are being used as rituals in Nigeria because of hunger. There's nothing working in Nigeria. The system is not working. The government are not working. How on earth can someone pass through the university and search for job for so many years and yet no job? So how do you expect the person to survive? Anyways, as well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't.